I'm an Air Force airman. I am a bow hunter. I am a fisherman. I am Mark of all trades.
Do you have a hole in your ceiling or in your wall and you're not really sure how to fix it? Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to fix this and so that this won't be a problem for you anymore. Alright, so you guys can see that we have the hole right here. So this is just one thing that I've been told on how to fix this. I'm not an expert, so I'm kind of going in blind just like you guys are. So hopefully this will help and it'll fix it, and this will help you guys whenever you're trying to fix the patches as well. This is an 8x8 patch from Wallboard, and this is basically a metal sticky mesh that will stick over your hole that you have. So this will basically be the foundation of what you need to do for the first step. So we're going to try this. It's an 8x8, and the hole that we have is about 6 inches long and about 2 inches wide. So we're going to have to cut this down with some metal snips. So we'll do that, and then we'll put it up there. So we got the ladder in here, and I've taken the wire mesh out of the packet. This is what it looks like. Again, on the back, it's the sticky side. So this is obviously going to go up there like this, but we need to cut this down to size because we don't need the whole thing. So I got my snips here, and I'm just going to go measure up top and see how much we need and just cut it down to size. So we got to cut down to size. Again, you know, this is super easy to cut. I just used 10 snips and it cut like butter. So what we're going to do next is just take off the back, and it's going to be pretty sticky, and then we'll just put that up on the ceiling. So it just comes off right here, and you want to make sure not to put too much of your fingers on there so that it loses the stickiness on the back.
I was kind of on the fence when I first started this wall patch repair, and over the time that I've been using this, I kind of gained a little bit more respect for the patch repair patch that I'm using. It's super easy to use, and the foundation that it holds against the ceiling just was unbelievable. I know right here it looks a little sketchy and it looks like it's kind of caving in a little bit, but for this first step, I wanted to just make sure that I'm getting the sides and the edges compound so that that's going to build a good base. And so once I came through and did my other layers, it really was crucial that that first layer was so perfect, and I'm really glad that I took it in light increments with each step. I didn't put a bunch of compound on there. I just, really took my time, and as you can tell, I'm not the best mudder in the world at all. I look very awkward doing it, but again, anybody can do this if you just take your time and you just really focus on what you're doing.
So we got the first coat on there, and it doesn't look too great. It's not the most aesthetic thing that you'll ever see, but you just want to do it in layers. You want to really put down that first layer really thin. You do not want to put on a thick coat. If I can emphasize this as much as I can, I need to. Do not put on a thick coat, because after this you're going to have to go sand it, and you really want a thin layer to sand so that it comes out smooth with the rest of the drywall or whatever you have. So just really make sure that you're putting on thin layers. I'm really foot stomping that. Learn from my mistakes. So we put our thin layer on with the compound. You can kind of see it up here a little bit just from the view that it looks decent. It looks a lot better than what it was. But again, we're putting down a thin layer. I'll let that sit for 12 to 18 hours. I'll come back and sand it, and then I'll put on another layer, and I'll show you what that looks like. But again, I'm really emphasizing it. Do not put a lot. Really, this is not a rush thing. You need to take your time, and you need to just do it one layer at a time. That's the best advice I can give you. We've finished the ceiling, and let me tell you, it is a good feeling. Before we had tape on there, and it really wasn't a good look, and that hole is completely gone now, and we did an awesome job. So we put that first layer on, and then after that we sanded it, and then we just kept putting on smaller layers. Again, you don't want to go heavy with this. You want to just take your time and just put in the small layers, let it sit dry, let it completely dry. That's really crucial as well, and this is going to be your end result.
We did such a good job on this. I'm super proud of the project that we did today, and I think that it's going to make a huge difference in how the room looks, obviously, with that hole filled. So if you guys like this project, definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.